get straight into the pistol round here.
Jacob on defense, Paper Rex on attack, and we're baiting in the Yoru close. Anything crazy in terms of the buy? Not really. Four classics for Paper Rex. It's kind of out of character for them.
Show presence, so that's going to be that card removed from the initial start. But again, this
Ray Graphics, thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you.
And see what we see from these two teams, which sounds silly, right? It
All
almost
year
sounds
as
like
well, dude.
obviously
Thank you for the
that's what you're going
support.
to do, but because there's been such disparity in the way they've looked leading up to this point.
And also taking into account yesterday's performance, right?
Yes, of course.
It's the old...
Skydog goes out over towards long instead of clearing long?
I mean,
interesting.
The Paper X of old, right? Or the
2
one
people
that
on
strikes fear
site.
into
Shin still
every
has his
heart
flash to
because
shut this down
they are hard
heavy.
to handle, and it looks like Shin's gonna be able to
And that's
try
going
and
to
deal
hit
with it.
literally
Gonna try and
everyone,
depend a
right?
little on Magnum too, but he's been already forced away. Pressure
Oh
on the
my
side, it's not
goodness,
there.
just forever
Shin's gone
jumping.
down. The site is somewhat under PRX's hands.
And this
Can they
duel over
confirm it, though? Can they
towards
get that plant down
Hookah
with
is
any threat?
massive. Kind of locked in as well.
Good so
Magnum needs
far,
to stay
focusing
alive.
mostly
Paper
towards
Rex looking
Elbow
pretty
to gain
decent
that
on this.
control. Plants in times on their side, but there is presence on long here.
Actually, the flank comes through. 2 towards long. 1 still outside Martine here, outside Hookah. And actually, Mindfreak going walkabouts.
Oh, Mindfreak was a little bit bold.
Magnum giving up
Low
a lot of
HPs
space
for
here.
everyone, to be honest.
Thomas, he's already on the defuse.
Wait.
Yeah, they need to get a challenge on that, and they do. Forsaken knows what he's up against.
Probably
Trying to do
wanted
the
to try
damage.
get
Monye
half there.
is firing off today. That's what you want to be seeing as well. Magnum, the last
Time's
one
kinda
alive,
low on
trying to
this.
play it back in from CT, but they didn't achieve half on the defuse earlier. A tap on the spike will confirm he's no longer on it. Something with that
Yeah,
wide
committed swing on
around.
this one. Nicely done from them.
Paper X
Problem, thank
beginning
you so
here.
much, dude. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate the
Comfortable
prime as
here.
well. Thanks for the kind words.
Really, with this flank coming through the TP, I think maybe Karmine are thinking there's 2, potentially 3 bodies. I mean, with a lack of information and Magnum taking such a deep position, there's some real questions.
Manyet did great to be fair there. Like they all ate the flash. I'm pretty sure all 5 of them ate the flash. He just absolutely sent it out
now,
as well.
We've seen his performance not quite to the highest echelons yet. He's had some very good games when activated, but I mean, we all
All
know
eco on this one.
Fishy calling him out, and then what happened? But regardless,
1-0 in terms of
good
the
to see
pistol.
him off to a
We'll keep
very
that up there.
strong
Double
start.
dink.
Mindfreak, yeah, farming, read it well. Dealing with Magnum and Martine.
Yeah.
Very beginning here.
Buy our time and get both of the heals on
Going
this one.
through the motions. They've already done a great deal of damage. I don't need to particularly over-commit anywhere. Just need to be a little careful on the way back in case anyone's trying to fill that space behind them after the contact towards the long.
Narrate has pretty good timing, but I think... Oh, boy.
Mindfreak does actually give it up here. Narrate going to be played in.
Yeah, at one point, one of these is going to start looking behind, though.
Opportunity to maybe apply some pressure. Taking the long way around, though.
And yeah, halfway to his ult.
Plant.
Let's see if any of those potentials could come in. Nah, it's looking good. Narrate's been caught. Last 2, not really entertaining much of an attempt. So Shin and Tomasi are going to have to just kind of accept that this is going the way it's going. But again, for Paper X, this is good composure shown here in this second round. This should keep all those weapons standing, especially that prized possession in the hands of something. That's the key component to them going forward. And again, you're going to have the likes of that Bulldog still in play as well. A couple of little bits and pieces. Going to really bolster that going into the bonus. For Paper X, this is a good start. Cool, calm, collected. No threats found here. I'm going to give it up to the spike just to...
Pretty nice.
ensure
Double armor
those
rebuy.
are
That is it.
farmed on them.
They're going to be a good bonus, for sure.
Across all the
Custody,
weaponry
thank
as
you for the
well,
9
so
months. Appreciate the prime as well.
I think round 3, very interesting for Paper X. Only really Martine will progress towards the ultimate. See whether or not they're going to take a proactive approach here to the defense. Take the
Yeah,
fight
not
to
too bad. It's
Paper
got
X.
some heavy armors with it as well. Maybe they
That's all
decide to go a little bit
yeah.
faster with this one. 3 people over towards A.
It's like, whoa. I want to see if they're up to something with that bonus as well. Do they have something in mind? I hate the fact that there's a player called something because it makes me constantly say it. It's like if he casts big, oh, well, okay, at least he's getting kills with it. And Narrate's just been removed. He got to look at this round and then it was just taken away. Unlucky. And now the sight hit comes in off the back. Already big pressure from Monye. Gap closing perfectly.
Oh
Tomasi
man, this is looking
just
worrying. I
massive
wonder when the
off
time.
offense.
I wonder when the timeout comes
Very
in.
well from Monye.
That is a
Gets the
disgusting
upgrade,
round for your
sits
first
back
buy.
towards Showers. Job done. Those 2 will need to be saving here. There's no 2 questions about it.
Well, the question, I guess, if Monye can carry that form across to today, that explosiveness still remains for sure. Only 2 left. Obviously, Shin and Martin going to give this one up.
Device face.
A little bit of a something stunned.
That's so good.
Another moment where you just wish you had comms.
I know, wouldn't
Yeah.
it be great? Man,
That was a nudge to production. We can
you're,
see.
you're bold. But yeah, we'll pray.
That's so funny.
Does Karmine Corp get to keep these rifles? I think they will. Definitely no one close enough towards Martin, but curious if Shin was maybe going to get a challenge.
Yeah, and so many people surviving on this one. The money's just outrageous.
But for PaperX, look at this gap close.
Munchlaxton, thank you so much for the 7 months. Appreciate the Prime as well.
Coming out from Magnum there, just seemingly swept aside by that.
That's the audio we're missing.
Look, we're not allowed fun. All right, no fun allowed.
Okay, two hero guns saved on this one. Like we said already, PaperX's money is out of control.
There, right? You're kind of hoping that they came out with a strong start. Maybe correct a little bit, maybe that confidence deficit they would have been playing with after being kind of pushed around. A lot of people saying they've been performing under expectations.
Looks pretty good. You see the all of these kind of all of these little walls here can be one-wayed.
But hasn't quite lived up to that. And again, the pace is unrelenting. Look at this, Monye and something.
And they just insta-hit over towards the site. We've got to keep an eye on the fact that they have a lot of showers control. They are taking back a site.
It's going to be tough.
Nade goes in to stop the plant.
Yeah, we'll land.
They have a lot of people here to flank now, and they might think showers is clear. And this guy in showers has a free kill, right? Oh my god, they're next to each other. What the hell happened there with something?
Over towards Shybox, this guy's on for it.
Oh boy. Give me a replay while that one's going on. Dude, the weirdest thing was happening on the minimap. They were next to each other for so long. Yeah, Monette is 9-1, by the way. Yeah, and this was a lovely start from him. Here we go.
Counterpass setting them up for failure today, stoking the fire of PaperX.
And you're absolutely right, isn't it? You're almost seething if you're thinking about
Solid.
Could you have not?
They just play it down a little bit, yeah. Just
relax, be humble, be like
Scary team if they're all firing off.
How dare
Hello, Doma, how we doing?
You know?
Neilzinho hate club has just grown exponentially.
Poor old Neilzinho, man. Oh, God bless him. Well, let's see.
Yeah, we get the attack up out.
Yep. Lovely early protocols. Again,
yeah, I mean, they push them off of that. They have no idea the attack hop is out. Big buy round. PaperX's money, stupid high. 8k already.
You've got to give credit where it's due as well. PaperX, yeah, they're a little bit more.
Nida Valir, thank you so much for the 7 months as well. Appreciate the prime. Yeah, I'm doing good, Doma. Thank you for asking, bro.
Still very diligent about any of these clears. Always very heads up in their work.
That's the definition of thriving in the chaos. They're able to create it and benefit from it. A few other teams have. Slow down here at least by the poison orb. Snakebite to follow up.
So they use DRX smoke to actually stop the plant. But normally when people do that, they hold over towards heavy showers. So that's why the dog goes over towards heavy showers. And that's our first buy round. We do that.
Absolutely been dominating this site. Now they're going to try and play in a little bit mid-tempo almost.
What?
Karmine Corp try and take a little bit of space back here, but there's going to be no reason to fear them.
Oh man, they're getting annihilated.
And Monye is just a demon.
Bro, don't tell me we get double no-show games.
Everywhere they go, it's only Shin to fight back so far, and even then, just about converting onto Monye, but there's the back lines. There's still something with that operator. Still willing to take a chance. Does Martin get any more play off this? Couple flashes, but not a lot of time. One close.
I see done from Forsaken just showing a bit of confidence with that one as well.
PaperX in full form, and Karmine Corp don't have an answer.
I hate it. Dude, they got a timeout. I hated how they played this. It was not good. It just actually just didn't make any sense.
To really try and control the early round here, because PaperX, one of the worst things you can do is give them freedom. Give them space to, you know, do what Monye's doing here. Take really aggro pathing with your satchels. Get up in the faces.
They can best flex, yeah, I think so, man.
It's very hard to see.
He's done the definition of flex in terms of the amount of agents he's done. Stupid.
Into a kill.
He just consistently puts up high numbers as well.
There's very few options, to be honest with you, other than fight fire with fire.
Yeah, it is that choice, isn't it? Okay, we can sit super deep, play full retake, but
PaperX will keep pushing.
Of course,
you give them backside, they go spawn, they go deeper and deeper.
So take space elsewhere, try and hold some part of it, but it's easier said than done. teams with, you know, even bigger experience of struggle in this case, a lot of people, and when we talk bigger picture, Mike, while we're in this timeout, a lot of people look at Loud and go, okay, are they in championship form? You know, and how do they fare in this? You can't turn that gaze away from PaperX either, because they're the ones who got to, you know, champs finals. They're one of the old gods at this tournament. They've still held on. Yes, there's been some roster changes. That's not a surprise. But still, they have that potential.
So timeout goes in. Let's see how they're going to approach this differently. Like everything fundamentally was a little bit off, to be honest, in terms of DRX smoke, not holding showers, and then just running through solo. Like the site hits haven't been great at the moment. I'm sorry, the site holds haven't been great at the moment. So maybe we see a difference in terms of them going aggro. So I can't see this number getting very high if we're doing that on our buy rounds.
Away from the Seekers, showstop around the corner as well, potentially.
In terms of PaperX, Op comes out, getting close to some big ults for the big buy round as well. That's next.
Explore towards B long here. Now Martin does have a TP, but it's very quickly going to get cancelled out. Yeah, he's cancelled out himself here. A pace change for PaperX.
Moment Flash hit like 4. He did
Wow.
damage. Took a dink against the dog as well. And when does this smoke go down?
Down to 4 apiece. A little bit of a pause here. Maybe trying to identify where some of these players may be. They've got to have a good idea.
They're taking the TP, right?
Yeah, they might be taking the TP.
What was that?
And this heal is huge.
They're just in full troll mode here in this anti-eco. Left one posted up here, Mind Freak. Try and police these weapons. I mean,
Yeah, and he kind of turns into a duelist now. He's used all his smokes anyway.
Narrate the first to identify Mind Freak's position. Yeah, Casey now.
They're running. They're just
thinking better of it.
I mean, the guy's the Iceman. You know
They're
what I mean?
wrecking them at the moment, by the way.
Wild. But at this point, you're looking for silver linings and small bonuses. And Magnum has connected towards Divide, but actually
really? I mean, some of them are low HP.
Really committing on this one. Flash's turn. Something's got a little bit of a heal here, so Ult's going to come in.
Yeah, they're really investing everything.
Still in the
nice
case,
trade.
still in the mix.
Guys, why are we looking in the showers? Okay, nicely done in the end. Invested 2 ults, get the double upgrade. Okay, and maybe they're back. Yeah, dude, it still didn't fill me too much confidence when they're looking over towards here when they...
Even at that moment, you
I like the comms of that.
The
Seekers and Yoriel. People have good money now because of that in terms of these two. PaperX, I mean, some of them are actually kind of low on money. Mostly because of the op. Chat, did they not pick up the op and have to rebuy the op? Is that why the money's really wrecked?
Full commits.
Trying.
Coming out, yeah, Tomazi, I don't know. Maybe their position wasn't relayed, but
they
looking towards bench and showers here. Luckily,
they did pick it up? Oh, okay.
To pick up the slack.
Yeah, money's a lot lower on 2 of them than I thought. And we are absolutely sending it. And Bossman? Sure. Bad satchel. Gets covered. Yeah, they messed it up a little bit, but they still got the kill, and it's just the most classic Razor. I will say, K-Corp need to be a little bit careful because their ults are so similar. Like, they really have set ult rounds that they love to do. And this double push here is really, really nice. Narrate might get caught off by Harbor so close. Oh, the double push. Yeah, Forsaken push through.
He just stepped out of the cove.
Is a spike.
Oh god,
guys?
right here, they've got no idea!
That's done. Quick break.
Look,
they win one, they lose one, 1,900 loss bonus.
Good at it themselves. And there was just some audacious moments in that.
I mean, it's one of those moments when Narate's probably thinking, yeah, it'd be crazy if this guy just walks out of his own smoke or
I mean, he thinks that he had good timing because of the dog being so far back.
Able to get a, I guess, a benefit of timing here, avoiding the boom bot, unable to get traded because of the
Dude, it might actually be the double no-show.
But Monya facing the showstopper, you hear the audio cue. It's one of those things, a tale as old as time.
You can do it once, you ain't going to be able to do it twice. Something now holding for this aggression. You can see him chomping at the bit, though. He wants in. Tomasi. That was bold to hold that angle. Again, this is welcome to deathmatch. Yeah. Welcome. This is now just. This
is the sort of thing that you want to see from K. You don't want to see them lose an opening duel and then back up.
But his mind it's one of those scary teams when they're like 6-1 up because people will just start taking risks. And they're like the one team you don't want to have that confidence.
The penny, the penny.
D9, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate the prime.
After Tomazzi's challenge. Again, you can't really fault it. Like I said, Tomazzi's posted up almost.
And who gets this plant? Because we have some options here. Raze could have the plant. Devi could get the plant. They throw it over to Munya.
They're not willing to show any respect.
That's Razor. Razor, Breachel. Sorry, Brimor. And we have a Molly.
Strike, showstopper, plenty of post-plant possibilities here. I was just wondering actually how quick this flank's gonna come through, but yeah, Mind Freak's
got to be aware of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, he dropped the smoke. He's back on it now.
Yeah.
He's going to look to orbital strike just for the dog.
Oh, boy.
He's cooked it.
Not ideal in that. And now
Forsaken's a lunatic. Lovely ult from him on the back wall as well. Nicely handled. Very nicely handled on this one. Henry, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 3.
To play this scrappy game, and it just isn't working for him.
Fortunately here now, I have a lot of scoreboard pressure in this first half, a 6-round deficit. Really seen too much of a switch up here from PaperX, but still seemingly a decent read on the early round. Able to punish this aggression down A short time and time again.
They've got to change this scoreline somehow. Otherwise, Karmine Corp, their backs will be breaking from the heavy heart.
Yeah, it's another big buy round. Money super low if they lose this one again. PaperX decided to go for that site hit where they just do the wall and hit over towards B. There goes the wall. Marzi separated on site. Oh, they call it cancel. Wait, they get the Omenal out of them as well? I mean, they'll take that.
Now they're almost faking that they've rotated.
Yeah, and then they just take over towards long. They all cut sound. They could have gone back. Skydog his too.
That was good information there in the Seekers, but they are going to go on this. I'm waiting to see Monnier dive in here. They've got to know that Tomassi is still around as well.
Double TP.
You can see the Lears there. Martine has found Mind Freak, but they've got the side control. You can already see that they've started to really place their banner on this side.
They have no idea he's elbow.
Look for the pressure on the back lines. We need that plant to come in for at least a little bit of safety for PaperX, which they got right about now. 4v5.
Keep an eye on Sky. Looks like Sky might go all the way around, and it might have really good timing. Yeah, we really got to look at Devi in a sec. Devi's behind 3.
Timing, can something hold them back?
They're not even considering it.
That's all he needs, a couple of seconds. Devi's done so well. He does catch Shin.
Shot.
Forsaken then called in. It is just methodical.
Look at the HPs.
It's a 2v2, but look at the HP. The walking wounded, limping towards the site. It's just Magnum left alive.
Holy, they're wrecking them. Devi's flank was so sick, by the way. All the way around the world. He just had the 3 TPs. At the 3 TPs, realized they were going to pinch over towards site. Munya played very good over towards elbow, like the staying alive, just being a nuisance. He couldn't really flood over towards the site, and then this guy was just everything. Yeah, look, they're not even expecting it.
Capitalize on that timing, get ahead of the rotation of KC. Again, you can't even really fault. You look at the minimap here, and when PaperX freeze on this first wave, the first pressure out towards Hookah, KC are immediately rotating. They know that PaperX are trying to find these timings.
Man, another round where they force them down to an eco.
Play with that a little bit.
They're smashing them.
It's the pressure now. KC is so desperate to get a round winner.
Flash goes over towards long.
Active around the map.
Doesn't hit anyone.
They create these holes themselves.
Yeah, pretty much hit me. Look what he started.
Give Eng all the credit in the world.
PaperX have done this to countless teams. Countless teams.
Best in the world. Best in the world through errors at this point, keep in mind. This isn't just, a team that's only done it once during an X stint when, the meta was X, Y, and Z. No, this is a historic team who's been able to do this over a variety of errors.
Look at it now. Shin's smoked down long.
Look what
yeah, I mean, look at the gamble stack.
This is all on the back of just the one wall coming through. But
okay.
PaperX might have a mystery here.
Oh, that's a lot of people. And the bait can come in. They're not going to check Martine. They didn't even check with the Skydog.
This is huge. The discipline is here. But can he drop the bodies? He can. That's 2. A third needed. Not going to get it. They still have a chance here, PaperX. They're up against pistols. What is going on?
That's a satchel kill.
Narrate got a satchel kill.
Okay.
What the hell?
They've won 2 50s. Like, they can only win the 50s. And each time they've won, they've taken long control and they've TP'd over towards A. So they're not going to be doing that anymore.
Double the range with a shorty. Very bizarre. Just after crediting them, this is a total misread of the situation. KC finally able to actually win out in one of those scenarios that I was saying wasn't really suiting them up until now.
Yeah.
Okay, buy round though. So that's scary for K Corp, it feels like. They got Yoru ult for retake. Narrate gets his own op out, one kill away from getting an ult.
Aren't we? Things are a little bit up in the air. Are they going for those double fakes again? Are they just going to be pausing after taking maybe a little bit of space? What are they up to? Lots of question marks. This is going to put Magnum through the ringer.
Hey, that's his ult online.
So that's his opposing number basically removed, but the
Tomasi won an ult.
coming this way.
No.
So Tomasi didn't actually catch
Oh
the
boy. Fake.
the
Omen flash goes in, and the ult gives them a little bit of space. It's not the best ult. It's actually a really bad ult.
Do have a third member here. Narrate has come across with the operator just to hold elbow, yeah.
They have no idea they've dinked him though, right? I think.
Problem for Shin. I don't think he's going to take too much damage here and actually rewarded.
Tomasi still trying to keep his head down.
How is he alive? There we go.
A little bit of spam, a little bit of a shot going astray is going to at least
2v4 by the way. Narrate got a really important kill. Narrate might have to ult on top of this.
He's going to try and lead the way. Can he spot these players out? Did he see Mind Freak slip towards elbow? That's the question, because he can try and divide and conquer. The flash is sent, they know it. This is good from Karmine Corp, but can they have
okay, here we go. Divide 1v3. Planted for him. No vision block.
In a 1v3. Flash still with Martin. That's about it. And yeah, that's clean from
Guys spinning around.
Right there, that's fine. He'll be happy with that.
Like a spin ball or something. That was wild. High sense. Okay, first buy round one from them, 2 in a row as well.
Feels like a bit of a miracle with how this half kicked off.
Yeah.
KC with a course correction towards the end of this first half. I mean, look at the timeline here. Very, very quick response here from PaperX to apply this pressure towards Uka, but it's the Viper's bit that really slows them down, forces PaperX to reconsider their approach. And a crucial 4K from Narrate. Really the superstar, I guess, overall so far here in Madrid, 4KC.
Guy's a standout player. Huge potential.
Last big buy round. 3 starting over towards B, and the TP. Okay, he has a TP over towards elbow if he wants to get out of here. I kind of liked this with it opens the door with an op.
There it is. Something
pretty nice.
Going back to it again, it was brutal. You saw it before. Monnier really ran rampant, but it was actually Magnum this time to hold him back.
Does he want to play in front of the smoke, or does he back out of there? Narrate manages to hold over towards Showers. Satchel stops the plant. Has another one.
The Cove is keeping them safe. Another Satchel, another denial. Rotations.
Gonna shoot that Cove at one point though. Yeah, that was really nice. EP and they over-rotated. Holy.
The rotation, Mike, they're taking the TP. They've got a free sight.
Yeah, something's looking for the backstab. Molly will go down. That will cut off any sort of pressure coming back through from spawn here. Narrate, does he consider the possibility?
He's got to, right? We've seen this.
He's so conscious of taking that TP.
Oh, fight on CT though. Not going to be able to get the follow options there. That is control from Divine.
Yeah, they hear a TP, they know where one is.
The bullet perfectly. And now the problems for the final 2, trying to play it back towards the side.
No vision block again.
Team looking to try and take control with
reposition over towards long.
Out, but again, they're playing deep.
Oh, they saw one.
Spots something over towards long.
Saw them both.
They've seen both of the players. Can they close down on them though? They're not going. Oh, they do swing ahead.
I mean, nicely handled. Dude, the flash and being able to jump spot to see him there was perfect. Or, I mean, it's a good comeback considering it's 7-1.
No real possibility for him to get much done, but
stabilized a little bit. Still need a pistol.
But a recovery nonetheless for Karmine Corp. See if the approach continues here for PaperX in the second half.
The Chican with the 6 months. Thank you very much, bro.
Can they keep it up?
Thank you.
Can they keep that tempo up? Karmine Corp scraping together those 4 critical rounds. Is it going to be enough?
That is the
question that is on our minds because it started off quite nicely for PaperX as they were able to put
And that's the easiest ban of your life.
rounds together, but this actually takes us to our Verizon high-speed moment of this.
Bro's had so many normal messages, and then he comes out with
Good to
that.
see him, really pick it up where he left off yesterday.
Yeah, to me, these first two rounds were about KC figuring out how these side hits work. With this harbor wall pathing one way, and Manette having a lot of different variants on how he paths into this site, they were really punishing KC early on. A big mistake to make is wanting to play back site to be able to flood back in against a team like this so you can fight them while they're execing. But with this interesting pathing and the way that PaperX plays with timings, that's almost impossible to do. So as this half developed, we started to see, I think, some good adaptation from KC, but it was only towards the end that they really figured it out, and this guy was such a big problem to solving that.
Yeah, exactly. Time and
Yeah,
time again. It looks like we're going to talk about Monier every single day, but he deserves it. And I think that play was also a very, very good example. Low buy, you know, because it's a bonus. You have the ability to float them. That's exactly what you need to do on the side of KC. By the way, I was saying the Reyna not completely sold, and I forgot for 1 second that it
The
is
attack
something.
op with
And he only
Reyna,
needs
I
to
mean,
be
if you're
on
running
the
a Reyna, you
operator.
can
So,
kind of
course,
do what
I'm still
the
looking
hell
at
you
him
want,
for this
for
defense
sure.
side because of the reason why you would play Reyna is to deny
Missed your
those
sub? Sorry,
trades
Minnie.
potentially
Thank
when
you so
have
much.
the
Thank you,
operator.
thank
He
you.
has the same effect that he has in other maps. He's a very big threat.
It was a tough half
Let me,
for KC, but they've rallied at least 4. If
quickly
they
check
can
it.
win this pistol round, build some momentum on this half,
Right back
they
in
can
it.
be strong. Their comp is really good at fighting for
Totally
those extremities
doable.
and having really fast rotations with the Yoru.
Thank you for the
They're
22
comfortable
months,
here. They
Minnie.
have their
Appreciate you.
confidence
Thank you,
now.
thank you.
This should be a much closer half.
I see a KC that has woken
Mind
up a
you
little bit.
waft
I'm
as
sure
well.
these
Thank you for
fans
the
are
8 months.
definitely adding to that
Probably not how I
momentum,
say it,
let's
but
see if
thank you very much,
PaperX
mate.
quells the fire. We're going to send it back over to Pansy and Hypoc.
Does he? I mean, he just ops on whoever he's on. He's a beast with an op. In terms of the pistol, obviously this.
With a belting start. No two ways to put it, but Karmine Corp have clawed their way back. They found
Instead
a
of
rhythm,
Reyna,
they
he goes
found
over
a
towards the
solution.
Gecko. I mean, they could definitely
Got
lean
them
into that if they
4 rounds
wanted
in
to.
pocket.
I think it might
Might
just be a personal
reckon they can
preference.
hold on.
4-person push over towards
I
long.
mean,
They are going to be
depends
here
really on
pretty
Paper
fast.
X's
Does Magnum after the
willingness
dog
to
start looking
apply the
behind?
same sort of pressure here. No, hang on.
Whoa,
Although you set
Forsaken's
yourselves
done
aside,
good. I like this
Forsaken
though.
with the
4-person
punish
push into a
over the top of the
frenzy.
truck.
Yeah,
Look
and
at
a
the
lot
fight.
is up to
They're
Tomasi
so
here.
fast.
Tomasi's
And
got
he's
it
gonna
early.
hear
He's
numbers.
through
When
all
does
of
he
this.
go?
He's just trying to keep his head down. Trying not to
Guy,
be
you
spotted.
got to know
Oh,
there's a
no,
dog
she's
going.
the
He peeked into the
paranoia.
lair.
Oh, it's the lair.
Yeah, and the
PaperX.
Reyna flash was there as well, but he should know that there was a dog that they were following, right? In terms of the sound, so he should know there should have been one spotting him. I love that. I kind of love the pistol, to be honest. It is a double pistol for them in terms of the whole map. But I like the pistol idea of just 4-person push into one, and it just has a frenzy ready to kind of clean up numbers. Forsaken did very good on this one. Non-123P with the 6 months. Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, was the lair coming in and it just screwed him over, didn't it?
Yeah, Forsaken played very well.
Just peeks out. Device still back here because he's dogged through.
Yeah,
Straight
maybe
away he
Maple,
comes through,
maybe.
opens
Festral,
up the
thank you
first
for
three
with the
players for
29
PaperX
months.
to come
Appreciate
in.
it. Thanks for the prem.
Tomasi just peeks out of the wrong second.
Satchel out.
Got a force
And they force.
coming through. Something.
Damn,
The
dude.
Judge.
The judge on that.
I know there's gonna be more
12
pressure, but he's
HP.
down low, so he's gotta
Oh,
be
Martin's in a
careful
good
on
pause.
HP. Martin is already back by side,
No
but
way, he gets the
something
heal
still
off.
doing damage, gets the heal off, and goes in for more. Karmine Corp just about staying alive.
Okay, it's a 2v3. We get a fast flank.
Flank once again from short. You see it's been picked
And
out.
they are not
The
expecting it.
awareness
When
here
does the
from
smoke go
KC,
down?
Magnum
Oh,
reflanking him.
boy.
Monya, he doesn't catch them though.
Yeah, a
Smoke
little
from
bit unlucky with that. And the round the world from Magnum pays off.
Yeah, that's Monya dead. There's nothing he could have done. Mind Freak now. Set him pretty. What can you do against 3?
The smoke's going to take him down. Yeah.
There's too
Hey,
many
nice
bodies
force
there.
spy from them.
Karmine Corp.
Maybe
Finally got
something
an
went a
answer there
bit
for
too
themselves,
wild
but-
with the judge running through the smoke
I was a bit
into a
worried that
molly.
honestly something's judge was
Maybe.
gonna be enough.
Yeah, I mean, it's Scrappy as anything to kick this off. Something again,
Oh,
I
it's a
don't know
nice
what
smoke.
range he thinks he has with shotguns.
I like the idea.
Jumping out here,
Fast
trying
over
to
towards
find another
showers. If they like to pinch over towards this into the
Round
one way,
two
you have
flip
the
here
one
for
way.
KC.
Pretty cool.
Let's go, boys. Insane comeback starts now, yeah?
Okay.
Well, he's called it.
All right.
I
He's
mean,
called it.
maybe.
God, why
It's a
would
good
you say
start.
that? That's
It is a good
literally
start.
swept.
Judge,
We've had
yeah,
so
sorry,
many caught in
Bucky
4K
comes in.
moments at this
3
event.
people over towards long. Oh,
dear.
boy.
Oh,
How does he get that kill and gets out of there? No, just after we have the clip of him saying that the insane comeback comes in now, he goes down.
It's fine. It's fine. They've got 2 2 Vandals.
So yeah, massive equipment advantage.
I think you got to
here.
push in front of that once the boom bot goes.
Yeah.
Monyet and Forsaken understand the shotgun range a little better than something.
He's just
Like
ambitious. He's just a little ambitious.
You can't fault ambition.
No. Oh, there you go. Now there's the pause because you can see that
Casey are kind of stunned here, yeah.
They're just like, what the hell's gone on? Because they don't have a beat.
And the
on
worrying
that
thing
either,
for them
right?
is
Like,
they
the
don't
A6
have
is
map
completely
control,
unknown. They could be
and
a
they're playing
flank
against
away.
PaperX, and PaperX have eco, so they're even more likely to be pushing behind. So they're gonna have to start thinking about everywhere.
Sort of compositions that this sort of play
Heavy
style from
exec
PaperX
over
does run
towards
rampant.
long, and this is harder to do with an Omen because you normally want to
so many
smoke,
question
smoke,
marks.
smoke, and Omen only has 2 smokes.
How does one feel about the Bucky?
So are we throwing a
I mean,
Viper
they're
smoke
playing it
spawn?
long. They know to try and avoid the
You got any smokes?
danger zone here, but Monyet, a chance to make something happen
I'm waiting.
potentially here. I mean, he's inside the smoke. He's got the paint shell out. You can deny the plant at least.
Why?
I just feel like something's going to go wrong. I've just got
No,
a
he
weird
doesn't deny the
feeling.
plant.
Okay, went to the
Tomazi eats that.
center of tube. He'll
Ozzy throws his smoke
considered,
over
but they
towards
don't really
elbow,
have
right?
the
So no smoke
foundations.
for spawn.
Oh, God! No, the Bucky! Monyet's on the site. Surely not. Shinner
Oh
Magnum,
my
please.
goodness, 8 HP. Look at this.
Monyet isn't going to get away with this now. Not gonna do it.
What
Magnum
is
there
going
grips
on?
hold of the round.
Okay,
God,
was
the right
a
click of the
great
Bucky is
eco from
useless
PaperX
now,
in terms of
Shin's
damage
down
done.
at 8 HP.
Oh, I got scared.
There's a timeline where those right clicks are
Oh, yeah, yeah.
one-shotting Magnum.
Beaming him.
The right clicks, yeah. I think left click he gets killed now.
Something is such a nuisance as well. You can see him
Let's look at
playing
it.
out perfect.
The timing of this first kill as well.
Oh, we're not gonna see it.
Oh, done to him.
Right click, oh yeah, got nerfed
After
to oblivion.
Almost being cursed.
Not even worth using. You're gonna right click, you might as well.
We do see the buy
I
coming
mean, you just
out
might
now.
as well left click, basically.
This could be huge.
Got some nice usage of the
Seekers
Omen for
available
sure.
here for Karmine.
The one ways have been
Also, I
nice on
think
this one.
something-
Starting to stack
ultimate.
up some orbs in terms of
Oh, the shower's
Martine on
control.
the Yoru.
Okay, see.
We have a Reyna ult, which is kind of scary when it's something.
We're expecting more aggression. I mean,
I mean, he's got a
seems
TP
like
out of
it's
there.
gonna
You
come.
got a
Divine
TP out of
all
here.
with the punish here.
You got a TP out of there.
Martin was able to
Because then the rest of your team's trying to like fight to cover you while this is all going on. Monyet solo
God.
over towards
Oh my
B, swings
God.
out.
I don't. I felt it. I got.
Man, I love watching
What the hell is
PaperX, bro. They're
this
so funny.
Okay, so Tomasi has space on B, right? He's got them B sites.
Problem is, Shin has about as much HP as he did last round.
Oh,
Nicely,
God.
nicely done.
Tomazi trying to make something work,
Yeah.
make this a little more comfortable. Shin will fall as well. PaperX
three.
double
Yeah, and they
digits
popped the
now.
ult for this
Three
though.
of
There's
them
at least
left
that.
with rifles. They can bolster that buy around it as best they can, but this crunch, it wasn't just here though. Again,
But they knew this was a thing, right? They knew that they like to do. Sorry, they know they like to do the crunch because earlier when we saw them go heavy over towards showers, they had the one-way ready for it.
You will say it on that?
Because again, it's like you see what, 3, potentially 4 people on this showers pinch. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, B's got to feel a little easy right now, guys.
Go.
Yeah.
Big round, big
It's
round in terms of the
all-encompassing
money.
for
PaperX could just
PaperX.
kind of end this now.
And their ability to punish defaults like this is, it's just, it's tough to watch, but at the same time, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is. And the question is, how much can Forsaken hold
Look
on
at
to? He's
Fountain.
being
Yeah,
hounded
and
yet,
PaperX
because
pretty
the
much
hunting
just
squad
do
is
what they
the
did
way,
on
but
Pistol.
they've completely
All
lost
pass and push
the ace.
behind.
Unfortunately, he's going to be trying to keep himself alive.
And this is nice. It's a similar approach of how Sentinels approach the Yoru ult.
The
Dog
Nitsa
didn't check.
cross right.
Tomasi played in off the back
Go
of
smoke,
that. Now
bro.
position noted, but that
Smoke
spike's
molly.
still in CT. They might make a run for it towards B. They don't know yet. They don't know how this fight's going to favor. How does it tip the scales? You
How's this guy
still
not
have
spammed,
Monyet
though?
in this position. What is this
Nah.
round? And what is that
No
shot?
way.
He shouldn't
How is he
be
allowed to
getting
do that
two.
from here,
got
from taking
Seekers to deal
TP
with
as
as
well?
well.
That they are
They
so
don't
disconnected.
There's no idea.
Oh my goodness, what am I watching?
Death creeping around the corner as Narrate now called upon. This guy is damn good, but he is going to need a worldy round here. Oh,
That's gonna
maybe
be
he's got
it.
it. Paint shell back on Divine. Dipping down,
Oh.
has to slip away. And now Divine, the 1v1, no flash, nothing. 5 bullets.
Damn,
Oh,
Devi
Divine's
wins
got it.
that, and they needed it. This was the round that Reese
Devastating.
completely
This
breaks
close
the money.
to getting KC
Yeah,
back
2-4
in
on
this
top of
game,
that.
but
Nicely
he's
done
gonna
from
be
Devi.
11
Dude, what a
cards on the
K-Corp
board
doing,
for
man. The
PaperX.
2 here left the 2 holding behind, even though they know that
Trading
1
blows now,
TP'd.
back and forth. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And the fact that Mindfreak's in a position here to punish Shin. Narrate, unfortunately, again, it feels like this is a free sight. So he has the time and the space to get towards Long, find a more comfortable angle. Heartbreak for Narrate.
God, he tried.
Who almost made that happen.
Yeah, he did almost make it happen.
Such a volatile game between these two.
Yeah.
Like, normally in these rounds, my mind drifts a little, but there's still Stingers out, there's still Sheriffs, there's still a couple of ults that...
Got a Raze ult on
potentially come
attack.
into
We've
play.
got a Harbor ult for retake. And we judge close in the smoke. Monyet's probably good for one, you would say.
Spike carriers down.
Oh my
Mindfreak's
goodness.
farming on B side.
Oh dear.
Buried.
How is Mindfreak killed 3 here?
Can't wait for the replay of that one.
Wait, how has he actually killed 3 here? I'm so confused.
Classic.
We might see the end of the round, though. Oh, Forsaken.
Okay.
Sharp to it. Magnum now left to try and
Look at all the
recover.
bodies in the same place. Wait, this one's doable. Oh, goes in. You heard them both TP. Do you want to send it? Oh, you hesitated a little bit. Yes, he does. Did they see him? No, they didn't. They can hear of the ult not doing the things, but he still could be elbow. Man, this is actually very on. Forsaken 42. I mean, yeah, 42 HP. Where does he plant? Good plant for everywhere.
This is massive for Magnum.
What position does he take up? He's going to push
go
back
on.
towards spawn.
Go spawn. This is the high HP.
He might have timing here on something.
Yeah, this is the high HP.
Does something slow down? Does he wait? Does he try and play this out? He's going to note Forsaken, obviously. He doesn't know about something yet, so he's going to have to just make the best educated guess he can. Is this a good enough position?
Oh man,
That
thinks
might
they're
almost
both.
help him a
Thinks they're
little.
both coming from here. Surely.
Something does have full kit though, so
Oh my
that's
god,
it.
he's gonna.
He's going to know it now.
What?
Which way? You got to gamble. Did something note him? He's looking this way. Magnum, can you clutch this up?
Oh,
can
boy.
you do what Narrate couldn't? You got one to the right, one to the left. He can't do it. Forsaken there. Well played by PaperX. That.
Yeah, nicely done from
well.
PaperX.
Map
A little bit
point
weird
on
in terms of how
board.
they played it, but
Right down to the wire once again. KC still, I mean, scoreline aside,
Yeah.
keeping these rounds close, Lauren.
Yes.
Like I said, trading blow for blow here.
oh my.
Farming
Nice.
Well.
hookah. Purchase will come back for Karmine Corp. Showstopper to work with. One away from the pit, two off the Seekers, so some tools potentially here. Can they keep map 1 alive?
Yeah, this patient start. Cautious. Because we have seen that PaperX will run, 3 men down down B long, but we are seeing Monnier this time actually pushing up towards A short, holding that judge. How long
What
does
is he?
it take now?
What is he hoping to do there?
Deciding
He would
against
get
committing
killed.
Towards it. Divide.
Scout destroyed.
Not actually relinquishing the angle. Stuck around on that, deciding not to fall back. There are 2 players behind him, Forsaken being one, and Mindfreak the other.
KC almost trying to bait out a rotation, much the same as PaperX did. But the re-aggress here from Hookah could be
Oh,
rewarded. They might
look at the timing of it.
And their backs.
Oi, oi,
It's
oi.
a disaster in the making. They have no idea.
No, he's looking back.
Great turn, but it doesn't matter. The executioner's here.
A nice
Mindfreak
kill, though.
gonna make something out of that. 2 big kills found, but they have a player advantage for Karmine Corp. 3 to the 2.
They have a pit to work with, though. Tomazi can lock down this site. Monyet going to be able to find an upgrade here.
Uh-oh.
Something's got ahead of the
He's
smoke.
Uh-oh.
He's in, and he's got one. Martin's gone.
Okay,
Couldn't
nice
do any
trades
more, but he's got
again.
Enough time for at least Monnier to get close by, get a rifle into his hands. One on sight, one towards
Oh my
long.
God.
Monnier unleashing fury, but he couldn't find Tomasi.
Oh man, this is close. Real close.
But they do it.
2 examples.
Yeah,
of
they can't feel
that
too
energy
confident with
being
that one. Good
head
news is
down
they have
for a little overzealous.
4
The
ults.
approach from both
And
something
PaperX have to
Monyet
eco this one, so this gun should get sold.
punished here. KC will find their 7th.
One enemy remaining standing.
Regardless, so they are both looking absolutely electric.
Reminds me of Mini. Do you know what? I miss Mini.
I do miss Mini.
I wish we could bring him out to these events. You know what I mean?
Just still get him on a React camera.
Oh god, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, farming up
Feels
early
still
for
much party, but
Monyet's.
He's not
Oh.
figured that one out yet, which is great. So maybe we can still steal him. As it stands, though, PaperX still on the very verge of tipping the scales. This round, though, they are coming in less equipped. They do have stingers, sheriffs. They still have that rifle on something.
I mean, tools to work with as well. Showstopper potentially if one finds a kill.
You've almost got the full deck of ults on the other
Full
side.
person
though,
stack
right?
here.
You've got
Dog goes
everything
in,
there.
sees
There's a 4-play stack.
one far back.
Now, traditionally, we've seen a couple of variations.
Retake of this. Is this guy going to play anti-flash? Yeah,
looks
looks like it.
Isn't going to give away too much. That, however, should ring a couple alarm bells. Maybe hoping to catch him a little further up towards long, but
what?
patiently waiting.
Dog, not sure how many it would have spotted there. Seekers
Only
in
one.
response here from Magnum.
Seekers, and all three went over
Everybody
towards
huddled
here. It didn't give them
towards
too
his
much.
Smoke's about to drop here. Monye caught in the
Oh,
open.
they know that came from the left.
Catch Forsaken as well. Not
Still
traded.
bit of damage
Two
here,
on
and
site.
Device
Devi in
still
this
around, waits for
pause.
something, though. He is the final boss, and
They
TP
dodge a
comes in.
bullet
Yeah,
there,
nice
an
work from
absolute
Karmine
bullet, but they
Corp.
held the TP
Quick
from
pivot.
something, right? I think
Something's trying
something
to hold
overstepped the
at a
mark
similar
there.
pace. He is getting to spawn. He might get around the back of Shin here, depending on the timing.
This
but
is still
gonna
looking
get the
kind of
plant.
scary. Look at
I don't
something.
think anyone's close enough to stop that now, so that's going to go down. But the back line, who wins this out?
I think he's going to catch Shin here. Orbital
What,
strike
they put an ult into it?
Devi goes down. Mindfreak did get the trade, but
Okay,
look at this.
I
Something
mean,
now
sure,
getting
2 on
closer
2.
down to 2 on either side. Mindfreak still only with that sheriff, but it might be enough. Martin waiting in showers. He's gonna
I know where
take
this
down
guy is, and he
Mindfreak.
has
It's
double
all on
flash,
one.
I mean.
Something. Can he make something out of this?
Really
Incredibly
surprised they
hard
put
round to try
the
and break back
Brim
into
ult
now
into
these
it.
positions.
Turn back into the flash. But
Caught
no
that.
swing from Martin.
Double swing. Lovely,
Nicely handled on this
lovely
one.
work there in the post
They need to
bomb
be a little bit
from
careful.
Karmine Corp.
The
They're
battle.
keeping this game close, Mike. They're building back now.
They're springing their step. 4 rounds still separate them. Frugal from both sides here in terms of investment of ultimates. Surprised to see the orbital strike come out there. PaperX must have felt pretty good about things. Alex, not so much.
Yeah, that's after the Brim ult. That is after the Brim ult, I feel
Ultimate's
like.
still available. Seekers and the Showstopper being the headliners for PaperX.
PaperX
Still
go
got
for an
that pick
aggro play on
Tomasi.
this or not?
Martin now.
Okay, we
trying
just
to fish out
insta
some
hit over
information
towards
here on
a
their side.
something with the judge. Body block.
He's blocking him.
Oh, God.
Spotted him out
He's got a
there.
judge. No
How
one
much
wants to
can he
push
get away
him.
with, though? He slid through towards CT, but all eyes on him, but it's great.
There was a nice distraction from Martin on this one as well. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where are your bullets going? Tupo, thank you so much for the Prime Man. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate you.
Viper's pit to try and secure this. Monye with the first man forward, but Narrate with the spray just connects well.
PaperX need to relax,
This might be
man.
enough.
They gotta relax. They could have. They're making it way too close.
Now to consider the save here. So well coordinated. The value amongst these two, Narrate and Martin.
He has a
relay this
timeout, right?
information. Right, the sort of Yoru execute that PaperX famed this sort of composition for. A taste of their own medicine here. Won't be able to string together much of a purchase after this. But 2 rifles nonetheless.
Oi. Dude, we went so long without this. Now what? What the? Oh!
Be able to string together much of a purchase
Wait,
after
what the hell's
this.
going on?
But 2 rifles nonetheless.
Yeah? What's going on here? Their stream done?
Won't be able to string together much of a purchase after this. But 2 rifles nonetheless.
Let's check back in. 3 in a row for
that's
Karmine
loud.
Corp to get them to these 9 rounds after what was
How
a
quickly
very
things
hard
turned
first
around.
half.
I mean, every team should be having
calling
9
Hold
minutes
up.
about paper.
Hold up.
timeout
We're everywhere.
happened yesterday. How quickly
God.
things turned around after calling a timeout.
True.
Okay, we're sticking here. Stick it till the end.
Karmine Corp have built their way back into this map. Another buy round and a chance to tie things up.
Thank
Force
God we
the
have the
overtime.
timeout. You want to go back to the YouTube?
And not many tools at their disposal now. They're previously pretty frugal in terms of the investment.
Ah, it's fine. Fine. We'll finish it halfway.
Saving grace here that PaperX will only bring in 2 rifles, a couple of sheriffs, a stinger, a showstopper. Definitely a concern.
I'm lost focus, bro. Everything just decided to break on us.
Anything if we're seeing that
Okay, so they do manage to
anywhere.
do a
I mean,
timeout.
I wouldn't
We
be
got
surprised if something
3
goes wrong about
chances
him joining them over
in
towards
half
B
from
might be
6.
somewhat indicative of it, but again, just kind of scraping together a bite, trying to even out the economy a little bit, getting what they can. Something's been a little off on his purchases.
Quality?
in
Nah,
that
the
regard,
quality
but
is
still,
worse,
Martin
man, for
trying to
sure.
test. He's going to get himself the orb there. Patient beginnings. Does that TP get taken on the other side as well? Looks like it might be if they do spot a player,
Orb
but as it
goes in, they
stands,
don't see anyone.
it's only Martin considered.
Almost faking a little bit here, but that should be very indicative of what's going on. KC can read that correctly. Still happy to let the clock tick away. So they might pivot back towards an A site hit here.
But when do they kind of clear
A
this?
deep smoke from Mindfreak.
Reina.
Potentially
Oh,
slowing things down. Nothing going to be found.
yeah, Sky
off the
Flash, Reina
showstopper,
Flash.
except for
And they got to
information.
really
KC
send
now
this,
dial
and
up
they
the
have a
pace
raise
towards A.
coming fast
They gotta
behind
get
them.
moving, they gotta clear.
That's a big
Done by
jaw.
Narrate. That's a tick in the box now. Can
But
they take
they
towards
love
side?
putting
Mindfreak
ults into
is waiting.
ecos,
Quick
man.
little heal, gonna get them topped up here. Flank is on the way, but that's gonna be watched. Shin is on flank duty.
30
He's gotta
seconds, no
catch
plant.
Monye. CT has the rest of the team coming back through. Martin clears Mindfreak, and now Defy something shoulder to shoulder.
We're spotting
Shin's
Monye, saw him.
been spotted. He's gonna be able to. Did he just get seen on the
Oh,
other
he got
side?
saw.
Okay,
Yeah, he
Okay,
got
so
seen.
still, that's threat noted. Monye should be dead here. Yeah, 3-man squad waiting for him. Done. Quick
Oh,
turn of
man, why are they
attention.
putting
Lucas on
ults
the
into
side. Device
ecos?
now here. Tomasi handles it well.
We got
Something to do
Brim.
nothing
We have
about
Brim ult
this.
into an eco. We have Raze ult
Too
into an
many
eco.
bodies, too little time. Carmine Corp. They're back in the game. Double digits made.
6 chances down to
Maybe.
2.
OT is now on the horizon.
Win out this buy round here. I mean, especially with the showstopper being invested. This PaperX just is itching to make something happen in this round.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it'll be
Any
tough
timeouts?
behind
We had one
this.
round before.
That could
That's
give
why we had
KC
enough time to
access
switch,
overtime.
sort out whatever was happening.
Let's go!
Forsaken,
Hey,
one of his
last time we had a
ultimates.
last time we had a picture of his POV, it didn't end
Nothing
well.
else really here. The TP from Shin.
Oh, all pass and
Well,
push.
the TP from Shin's going to get right behind
Oh
it.
my
Just
God,
commit to it.
Shin stuck it. Oh man, and the spikes here. They didn't expect the full pass and push. The strat they've done 3 times, and they should expect this Omen ult.
Spike is in a
This like,
disastrous
where do
place.
they?
Shin
We dodge the.
doesn't
Oh boy.
get noted by the flash,
That's
but
it.
this
That's the
where
round
Monye
done.
sweeps back through.
Oh, it's just one of those rounds where PaperX decide to walk on
Yeah,
you.
they decided to
Round
do the
23,
full 1
by the
push
way.
they've been doing all the time. Been working really well for them.
It's just ridiculous. You let your foot off the gas for a minute.
A second. You thought maybe, oh, we could just cross up towards Hookah. No, no, you absolutely couldn't. And that might be the start and the end of this map. That spike being lost there. Because they can go back to their
I mean,
default.
I love the way the PaperX have just disengaged from this as well. So they know KC have so many question marks here. They have to shift walk around the entirety of the map. Now got the spike, 40 seconds left, and limited options.
It looks like Narrate be a problem. Pull rotation. And
Yeah,
pray the
I mean, he has
Magnum
pulled a
can
rotate.
outdo Forsaken.
You can get the orb.
He's got one flash and a
TP,
slow
does
rotation coming his
TP.
way from Monye as well, so he's in a real pickle here. Forsaken has the angle, and he's
Okay,
got the
nice,
shot.
the handle.
Spike
That's
now
an ult
left.
as well.
It's all on one. Narrate, can you do anything? Monye is getting audacious, but PaperX.
Okay,
get
nicely
to
done
13
from them.
and
Got a
close
little
the
bit
map.
close in the end, but it felt like they were always gonna kind of close this
Great
out.
resilience
They,
shown
man,
here
they
from
put so many
Karmine
ults into
Corp.
the ecos.
Tough to ever have to mount a comeback.